Hey everyone, so this video is a haul video and it's for something a little bit different. Still perfume related, but a little different for me, and they're perfume oils. So these are from a company called Perfume Oil Expressions, and essentially it's a little different to my normal perfume oils that I have already. I own quite a decent collection of Black Phoenix Alchemy Lab perfume oils, which I love, but these perfume oils are inspired by more designer and niche fragrances, so your more traditional perfumes. A lot of them I own the fragrances in either a sample or a full size, or I've at least tried them before for a lot of the scents that these are inspired by as well. So my idea was to, I guess, eventually review them, try them, compare them to what they're meant to be inspired by or smell similar to. Because I know a lot of people, one, they maybe can't afford the actual original, and another reason is some people can't wear perfumes, sprays, so the actual spray perfumes. And perfume oils are a good alternative as well for people who may not like the spray. These are all roll-ons and they are in oil form, so some people prefer that to a traditional perfume in a spray setting as well. So yeah, I picked up a few and then I ended up getting some more as well. So I've been holding off on these for a little while. I've tried some of them out, but I haven't tried all of them yet. So if there's any in particular that you would like me to focus on, please leave a comment below. If you've tried any perfumes from Perfume Oil Expressions, please let me know as well, and let me know what you thought. Because yeah, my idea is to eventually do a review either as a standalone fragrance, so not comparing them to what they're meant to be inspired by or an expression of, and also compare them to some of the original scents as well. But let's get into it because there are quite a few. I'm not going to go through the notes in this particular video. If you want the notes, they are listed on their website for each of these scents. And if I do a review, I will go through the notes, obviously. But today what I'll be doing is just going through the names of what they are and the scent that they're meant to be inspired by. So they all come in the same bottle. They're a small 10ml rollerball, and it's just got a silver cap. It's very simple packaging, but I haven't had any of them leak or anything like that yet on me, but they have the name on the label as well. So the first one is Replica, and that is meant to be inspired by Imitation Woman from AMOUAGE. The second one is Her Destiny, inspired by Fate Woman by AMOUAGE. Next is Rosa, and this one is inspired by Perfumes de MALLE DELINA, and I've tried this one and I really like it. So yes, that one, it's good so far. The next one is Forbidden Cherry, and I'm sure you're probably going to guess what this is inspired by. Lost Cherry, Tom Ford. I also have tried this one out so far and it's pretty good. I haven't tried it side by side yet, and I'm also still wear testing them for longevity, best way to wear them, where to wear them, those types of things. But yeah, so far I like those two, Rosa and Forbidden Cherry as well. The next one is Portrayal, and it is meant to be Portrait of a Lady, inspired by that perfume by FREDERIC. The next is 51 Notes, inspired by ROJA Parfums 51 Perfume. I hadn't heard of that particular scent before, but I wanted to try some of them where I hadn't necessarily tried the originals, or perhaps they were something that interested me, and this is one of them, which seemed like quite a niche, complex fragrance as far as the original scent goes, and I thought I would try it as something that I'd never smelt before, see what I thought about them as a standalone scent as well. So that was the next one. Next is FAIRYTALE, inspired by Kilian's Love Don't Be Shy. Again, I haven't tried any of the Kilian scents before, but I've been seeing them around more and more lately, and they are still something that I'm interested in trying out. Next we've got Brilliance. Now Brilliance is inspired by a very popular fragrance at the moment, and it is the Baccarat Rouge 540 extract. And I don't have the original Baccarat Rouge 540. I have smelled it. I've smelled it in store. I was looking at getting a sample set that contained it in it, but yeah, there's a lot of fragrances that kind of have a similar feel at the moment, Cloud being one of them. There's another one which I tried more recently. I think it might have been one of the Carolina Herrera's that kind of had that DNA, the kind of base smell. If you've smelt Cloud, if you've smelt a Baccarat Rouge, you'll know what I'm talking about. But yeah, interested in trying this one to see how it compares. The next is Archangel, inspired by Kilian's Angel's Share. So again, haven't tried the original. Really sounded like something that I would find interesting, so I thought I would give that a go. Second last is Dulcet, which is inspired by LIRA from XERJOFF, I believe it's pronounced. And the last is COLEEN, which is inspired by Coco Mademoiselle by Chanel, which I don't actually own, and I'm not sure if I've smelt it. It's been one of those fragrances that it's never really appealed to me visually, so I've never gone to sniff it, but by the notes and what it's compared to, I like, so theoretically it should be something that I enjoy, and maybe I will have to go and sniff out the original. Now one thing, when I made my orders and received them, I also received a few little samples in these vials, which you can purchase as samples or small vials. There was an extra one, but I accidentally dropped it on the floor in my lounge room and it smashed. But thankfully it was actually a second one of these. So this is Fame and Fortune, which is inspired by Tom Ford's Effing Fabulous. And let's just say my lounge room smelled of this for several days after I dropped it, and it was actually quite nice. So yeah, that was an experience. But I'm glad that it was, out of all of them, I actually dropped 3 at the same time and only one of them broke, and it was the one that I already had a sample of, so that was lucky. The next sample is Saltwater, and this is inspired by Jo Malone's Wood, Sage and Sea Salt. Next is SOLEIL, which I don't know if I'm pronouncing that correctly, I'm probably not. And this is inspired by Tom Ford's Soleil Blanc, which I do own in a small, that one, where is it? There, in the middle there, like the travel size version of that. So I will be able to compare that. Next was Belle, which is inspired by Chanel's Beige, which I've never really tried. I think I shy away from a lot of the Chanel perfumes because early on when I started collecting perfumes, Chanel Charts was one of the perfumes that I purchased, and it worked for a while on my skin and then it just didn't work at all, and still to this day I gave it to my mum and I occasionally will just test it to see if it's changed, and it just doesn't smell right on me. Same as Marc Jacobs Daisy, it does the same thing, it just doesn't smell right. And so I think that stopped me from really trying a lot of Chanel or Marc Jacobs fragrances because of my experience with those. So maybe I have to give them all a go again and see, but yeah, we'll see how that one goes. And the last sample is Racing Heart. This one is inspired by Kilian's Rolling in Love, and I have tried this one, and I really liked the way that this one smelt. So again, Kilian seems like a brand that I will need to try in the near future. So that is it for now. That is my perfume oil expressions haul. If you have any questions, please feel free to leave them below. If you have any requests, or if you're interested in any of them in particular, if I remember, I will list them down below with links on the scents that I picked up, because at the moment I can't add them to my Fragrantica wardrobe because they're not on there at all. So at least that way you'll know which ones I have. So if there's any in particular you're interested in, you can let me know. If you've tried them before, I would love to hear what you think, and if you've had any experience with perfume oils. Also, if you've got any other recommendations for perfume oils. I'm fairly new to the like normal fragrance kind of perfume oil scene. Black Phoenix Alchemy Lab have always been a huge favourite of mine. There are so many amazing fragrances that they make, but I'm always open to trying new things, and yeah, if you've got any suggestions, please feel free to leave them in the comments. That's it for now though. I hope you're all having a fantastic afternoon, morning or evening, whatever it may be, wherever you are, and I will see you all in my next video. Bye for now.